how's it going? So, it's the first week of February. Did you make any New Year's resolutions? Wear pants. Yes, check. How are they going? Eat healthier. Think we got that covered. Maybe you're thinking you need to shake things up from the usual fare to really get 2021 going strong. Manage existential dread. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. Well, today we're going to help you get started on the path to being a well-informed and self-empowered public utility customer. Let's do it, shall we? What's up, everybody? Corey Singletary here with the Citizens Utility Board, and today we're going to do something exciting. Today we're going to learn about the Public Service Commission's Electronic Regulatory Filing System, or ERF. We're going to learn about docket numbers. We're going to do searches. Wait, where are you going? Come back. So why is this important? Well, one of the things we deal with all the time here at CUB is taking calls or emails from utility customers, usually between November and January of each year, where folks are like, hey, I just saw that my rates are going up, or my rates are changing, or there's something that my utility is doing that I don't like, or I do like. What can I do about that? And 9 times out of 10, that question is coming too late. The rate case or whatever kind of proceeding is already finished and the commission has already ruled, made its decision, and there's quite honestly very little, if anything, that an individual customer can do at that point. So when we started this channel, one of the first things we did was try to provide weekly updates on all the things that were happening at the PSC. We'd run down which utilities had filed applications, where there were opportunities for public comment, what orders the PSC had issued. And while we think there was a lot of good information there, we realized that 99% of what we were putting out was not relevant to 99% of people 99% of the time. Folks really only care and typically really only need to worry about what's happening with their utility, not what's happening on the other side of the state. So on top of being a tedious, pretty big time sink for us, distilling all that information and trying to convey it as quickly and accurately as possible, at the end of the day, it probably wasn't useful. So what we instead decided to do was to try to find a way to make Wisconsin's utility customers more self-sufficient in terms of staying informed, so that you knew right away if there was something going on with one of your utilities that you cared about or wanted to get involved in, without having to sit through tedious weekly rundowns where 99% of the information might be irrelevant to you. We want to empower you, the customer, so you can help us help you make your voice heard. As they say, if you give someone a fish, they'll eat for a day. But if you teach someone to fish, they'll sit in a boat and drink beer all day. Now the trick is that the information you're probably going to want to have easy access to isn't actually easily accessible online, at least not with the tools you're probably accustomed to using. You can't just do a Google search for has my utility filed to increase my rates. So this video is going to be the first in a series where we're going to try to teach you about the tools that you already have access to but maybe don't know how to use, or maybe even where to find them. So you'll want to subscribe if you haven't already so that you can follow along with all our future videos. Now, I'm not promising this is going to be the sexiest or most exciting thing you've ever watched on YouTube, but we think you should be able to at least learn something that you will find useful. So go get a drink, get comfortable, and let's get started. So the first thing we're going to need to do is go to the PSC website. The address is conveniently psc.wi.gov. That will bring you to this lovely homepage. For our purposes, we're going up to the menu where it says e-service and click on that. That will bring us to the PSC's e-services portal. You can see that the address for the portal is pretty easy to remember, apps.psc.wi.gov. But I would recommend that you bookmark this page because it's the one-stop shop for a whole bunch of useful tools on the PSC website, some of which we'll be using in the future. So take a second, pause this video, and bookmark it. I'll wait. Back? Good. So if you skim over this page, you'll see links to a whole bunch of useful stuff. Front and center is the quick single docket search form. We'll come back to that in a minute. You can come over here to find the link to file a complaint, which you can use to, unsurprisingly, file a complaint about your utility. The file a comment link right below that will take you to the public comment page in the case management system, which is where you can find links to all the online comment forms for the dockets where the commission is currently accepting comments. Down below, you can find the PSC's event calendar, which shows hearings and other meetings that have been scheduled. And right here, this will take you to the PSC live broadcast page, which is where you'll find links to the live stream of any open meetings or hearings scheduled for today. So there's a lot of good stuff here, and maybe we'll make some videos walking through some of these other resources in the future. Let us know down in the comments if you think that's something you'd like to see. Today, though, we're going to learn about IRF, or the Electronic Regulatory Filing System. So we'll focus mostly on that, as well as a little bit about CMS, or the Case Management System. Over here to the right where it says Electronic Records Filing System will take us to the IRF homepage. This is another good page to bookmark so that you can get to it quickly in the future, so maybe pause and take a moment to do that now. Looking over the page, we're going to focus on this section right here to start. We'll get to the rest of this stuff later or in another video. The first thing on the page is a form that will allow you to do, as it suggests, a quick search on a single docket. To fill out this form, you need a docket number, which as you can see is made up of 3 parts. The first is the utility ID number. The second is a case type code, which is typically 2 letters that indicate the type of docket or the issue the docket addresses. The third and last part is an index number. With all 3 parts, you have a complete docket number, and you can then use this form to do 2 things. After you enter your utility ID here, case code here, and the index number here, you can pull up information about the docket or case in the PSC Case Management System by clicking on the Case Information button. Here you can find a bunch of information about the docket. Up top, we've got the description. Then down below, we have a series of tabs that will provide more detailed information, most of it procedural related to this docket. For example, you can see the list of all the PSC staff that have been assigned to this case. A calendar of events presents, in reverse chronological order, all the process steps that have been scheduled, like filing deadlines and hearing dates. There's also a tab here for documents, which will allow you to pull up documents filed in the docket, either all of them or documents by a single type, like testimony or comments. There's also a button to export the service list in Excel format, but unless you're a party to the docket, you probably don't need that. Going back to the IRF homepage, the other thing you can do with the quick search form is bring up all the documents filed in the docket by clicking on the Documents button. This gets you to the same place as clicking through to the All Documents link in CMS that we saw earlier. This will give you everything, from the very first filing, which is typically the application, through every discovery request, intervention request, piece of testimony, exhibits, and eventually an order or final decision once the commission has made, essentially, its ruling in the case. For example, maybe you're an MG&E customer and want to look up information related to MG&E's rate settlement case from last year to see what's going to be happening to your rates in 2021. Or maybe you want to take a look at Alliant's current application to construct 6 solar facilities across Wisconsin. Or maybe you want to look up We Energy's merger with Wisconsin Public Service Corporation way back in 2015. Or maybe you want to be nostalgic and go back to look up the very first major case you ever testified in before the PSC. Simpler times. So that's how you get started. Let's say I got a bill insert or attachment indicating that my utility has filed an application to change rates and want to find out more. For example, here's a notification that MG&E sent out last year to its customers. Right here is the docket number. Simply take the docket number, plug it in, and start reading. What's that? What if you don't have a docket number? Well, there's a way around that, and we'll cover it in a future video. Also, we'll be showing you a way that you can get the information you want delivered right to you, so you don't have to spend so much time trolling the PSC website like we have to. So make certain you hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so you know right away when we post new content about this or anything else. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next video.